Even though I was not lucky at the claw machine, I tried my luck to get some good shots of the local fair. For that, I took my Bronica ETRSi out and shot a roll of expired Portra 160VC and some fresh Fuji Pro400H. The fair comes to town for a couple of days every year, and I haven't been for several years now, so I thought maybe it's time to get out, have some fun, and also test how these films perform in those relatively harsh and artificial light conditions. You might have noticed that there were some weather changes in this video, and the reason for that is because the images were actually taken over the course of 2 evenings. The first time we went, it suddenly got really crowded, and apart from the fact that people kept bumping into my camera, we also didn't feel super comfortable being in a crowd of people, which is why we called it a day and came back another time. The second time, it started raining the moment we left the house, but luckily it stopped just in time and also left behind some really interesting water puddles on the ground that created some interesting reflections. This is a shot I kind of like because it looks pretty abstract, and due to the motion blur it almost has a painterly quality to it. I really underestimated the effect of the fog machines at the fair, because I think it adds some softness and some haziness to the images, which I find pretty cool. if it's just me, but something about this umbrella and the balloons really caught my eye. Maybe it's because to me the umbrella looks a bit like a ghost, but I find this composition to be really interesting and almost surreal looking. At this point I was shooting and wondering why my roll doesn't come to an end. And here's the answer. I accidentally pressed the multiple exposure button and took multiple exposures on a single frame, which turned out to look like a jellyfish on acid. All in all, I am quite happy with the results and also impressed how well the expired Portra VC and Fuji Pro400H held up against the artificial light sources. What sometimes bothered me was that there were still too many people in some of the images, so next time the fair is back in town, I might experiment with even longer exposures by using an even slower film or maybe an ND filter. Let me know what you think about the images and which one you like the most, and that said, I would say, see you next time.